Welcome back to day 4 of the vlog. Y'all, welcome to day 4 of the Believe vlog series. And today I am going to be talking about create your own space. And let me tell you, this has been something that I have had to learn over this year because everybody won't understand the vision. Okay, let me preface that by saying that everybody won't understand the vision because it's what God has given you. It's the particular thing that God has given you to do to fulfill within the earth, and so everybody won't understand it. So I found that it was so important for me to create my own space where it was just me and God, where I would designate time to really write things out, all of the ideas I had, all of the things I wanted to do, the people that I thought that it would help. And, you know, I found that I would have so much peace in that space because it's essentially your space. It's where you see the magic happening. It's where you see all of these ideas kind of working, and coming together. And also in creating your own space, it's important for you to just kind of protect it. Like I mentioned before, everybody won't understand the vision, and sometimes what people don't understand, they tend to speak negatively of. And sometimes this may mean that you may just have to be silent for a while. And silence is actually also important because if we get too much feedback, we'll find that, I'll say it like this. If you get feedback from the wrong people who really aren't, visionaries, who really can't see it. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't get advice that could help you with structure, with organization, and with really kind of centering the idea. But when it comes to people who aren't visionary, who don't have that room to really see beyond the logic, sometimes it can be a little disheartening. So create your own space where you see the things coming together, even if it's just step by step. That's okay, because that's reality. It takes a step by step process. So create your own space for that. And in that, I also want to say that it is so important to revisit the vision frequently. So there were times throughout this 1 year journey where first off, I'll just be honest with you, I had kind of deviated from the vision because, I was getting advice from people who were business oriented, but also a couple of them, weren't Christian. And that's important too. That you have people who understand how God moves, who understand that God operates outside of our timing, and that God operates in his own timing, and that's where that faith and trust comes in it. And now, and I'm not saying that these people were bad people at all. They just operated in logic. They operated in what was seen in front of them, and that's how they, and that's how they did their thing. So, and that works for them. But I know with this being a vision that God gave me, I had to make sure that I held on to it. And so once I started feeling, just to be honest, listen, I'm just going to put it out there. I started feeling really, really anxious about it at one point in time. I did. I was like, man, I don't know. I started feeling like my excitement about it kind of dwindled a little bit, because now I'm feeling like I'm all over the place, and it seemed like I was so far away from what I originally wanted to do. And so, going back into prayer, I had to really cultivate my own space again. I had to create it and cultivate it so that I could really be mindful of who I asked for advice, but then also to make sure that I kept the vision in mind, because I believe, and I'm a witness, that whatever God gives you, you won't feel any anxiousness about it because you are sure about it. I believe it's when we start to deviate from the goal and deviate from our passions, and we start putting on these other expectations from other people, or we try to tailor our dreams or our visions to sound like somebody else's or do what somebody else did. We'll start to lose the drive that we have for our own vision because we're trying to make it like somebody else. Okay, thank you, Holy Spirit, because I wasn't even trying to go that way, but hey, I'm just letting him do his thing. And I pray that that blesses you, though, and that it really inspires you, because like we're all in this together. Like I'm sharing this from my experience of the year. I don't want this to come out like I have arrived and I got all the answers. Listen, I'm taking it a day by day journey, just like y'all are. But I think it's so important that we share our testimonies because we can probably help somebody else. So make sure that you are very intentional about creating your own space, and make sure that God is there where you can really stay true to the vision and it can just grow more and more to what he would have it to be. Okay, thank you guys for hanging in there with me. Listen, we're on day 4, so thank you guys so much. Like, subscribe, reshare, all of that good stuff. Make sure you stay in contact with me. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you're doing. Maybe there's some tips I can, pick up from you. Because listen, I be having my list too, y'all. I be trying to see what are some things I could glean from other people that may be helpful for me too. So I appreciate you guys for that. And guess what? I'll be talking to you in day 5.